Good morning to all of you. Students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video, which is called fourth video on the basis of elements of accounts standard 11th part 1. Before starting the today's video, what I told the video 1, 2 and 3 just I want to repeat. After that I will come back to today's point. Till now what I taught, you might have seen, I did not go through according to your textbook, point wise, one by one all. I told, first few videos I want to explain only what is called accounts. Once you will be able to understand what you are going to learn, then it will be easy for you to learn it. If you do not know what you are going to learn, you will feel difficult to learn. Till now what you have learned, that is why you will keep the record, that answer you got it. Second, what you will write, that answer you did not get. Third one, how to write. Why we are going to keep the record, what we are going to write and how we are going to write. What we are going to write, how we are going to write, that AICPA, American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, it is explained in details. That only we are going to learn from these books. Now come to the today's point number 10. Page number 10, point number 9. Page 10, point number 9 is the most important point. Here from page number 10 to page number 19. Page number 10 to page number 19, 10 pages says, total 46 points you will get. How many? Total 46 points, or the terms, or the word. That are the terms of the word which is used for this keeping the accounts. Whenever I will use this term, that time it is not possible for me to explain the meaning of this term. If I say capital, you should understand what does it mean of the capital. If I say profit, you should know what does it mean, the word profit. So you should know the meaning of this term before keeping the accounts. So let us see what is called these terms. If you go for the science, you will find out the science students or the medical students, they are using their own dictionary. That dictionary, their terms, the meaning of this particular, the terms which is used by these medical students are explained there. The meaning of this term is for them, not for all. If I give the example, similarly like that commerce students also are having certain term, which the meaning of this particular term is used by the commerce student for keeping the accounts. But for the general students or the general public, the meaning of these terms, they will mean in another way. If I give the example so that you can understand, capital. The word capital, the meaning, if I say, do you know what does it mean? You will say, sir, we know, because teacher told when you was in first standard that two type of alphabets are there. One is the small letter and one is the capital letter. So you know the meaning of the capital is this one, capital letter. Or you know the meaning of the place, just say headquarter of a state or headquarter of a country. Gandhinagar is the capital of Gujarat. New Delhi is the capital of India. That meaning you know. But you do not know the meaning, the capital in terms of accounts. That only you are going to learn what is the use or meaning of this capital in terms of money. That is there in the page number 11, third point. I will come afterwards. But let me start from the first point. The first point it is given the business transactions. what is called business transactions. And second point it is given events. The first point and second point I will explain together because one is related with the others. So you should know what is called event and what is called transactions. This is clear to you. You are going to write the accounts. You are going to record the accounts in your notebook. Accounts means what? Transactions. Transactions means what? How you will know what you are going to write? What a businessman is doing in the business, all this work from the morning to the evening. From the morning to the evening, he is doing so many work. Is it like that only he is doing the two work, one is the buying and another one is the selling? Apart from these two, he is doing so many other works also or not? Early in the morning, he is opening that business. Is also a work. After opening this, he started doing the puja. Is also a work. After doing puja, he started selling the goods. Is also a work. After that, he is buying. Is also a work. After that, in the middle, he had gone home to take the lunch. Is also a work. So whatever he is doing from the morning to the evening, all are work. Buying also is also a work. Selling also is work. Doing puja also is work. This all work. This all work is called event. Event means any type of work is called event. Buying also a work. Selling also a work. Doing puja is also work. So whatever the work he is doing in the business, sometime in the middle he is talking with his friend, is also work. No work is there, he is sitting simply, is also work. Suppose sometimes no customers is there, just he is taking rest. After sitting on the chair, is also work. He is sleeping, is also work. Question is there. This all work, whatever he is doing in the business from morning to the evening, that we are not going to write. Out of this certain work, out of this all work, certain work, selected work, that only we are going to write, which is related with your business transactions, which is related with your accounts, which is related with your accounts, that only we are going to write. Now how will you understand which one you will write, which one you will not write? How to write will come afterwards. What you will write, that you have to take the decision now. Suppose it is said by your principal that you give me the name of your student of your class, so you are giving the marks of that class. Not possible, no. Principal told give the name list of your class. So you have to give the name. If the principal said, you give me the mark list, so you have to give the name and marks both. So thing is there, you have to understand what you are going to write. We are not going to write the event. We are going to write the transactions. Means business transactions. But how you come to know which one is transaction, which one is not transactions? I told that one. All this work which is doing from the beginning, morning to the evening is called event. But out of this event, certain events are called transactions. Now in my own language, in my own method, in my own knowledge, I will explain it, what is transaction and what is event. जो event, मैंने three conditions I will write. जो event, these three conditions are satisfied. I did not write the condition. जो event, ये नीचे तीन conditions, all three are satisfied, that event will be considered as a transaction. What is this? That there should be at least two parties, PRTIS, मतलब जो इवेंट के अंदर जो इवेंट ट्रांजैक्शन में कंसिडर करना है वो इवेंट में कम से कम दो पार्टी होना चाहिए. There should be exchange of goods, services and money. And third one, it should be measured, MEASURED, measured in terms of money. I told you these all three, not one, not two, but all three. जो इवेंट ये तीन कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करेगा, the event which all three conditions are satisfied, that event should be considered as a transaction, and that only we are going to write. Let me explain all three. Number one, there should be at least two parties. मतलब ट्रांजैक्शन होने के लिए दो पार्टी होना चाहिए. एक पार्टी से ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं होगा. क्यों? ट्रांजैक्शन मीन्स लेन देन. वन विल गिव एंड अदर विल टेक. Buyers and sellers. If you are buyers, you are buying means you are getting the goods and you are paying the money. If you are sellers, you are selling the goods. Goods is going out from your business and you are getting money. So दो आदमी होना चाहिए, but at least it may be three or four, but there should be at least two parties. Some of the event you will find out only one party is there. If businessman is doing puja, that is one party. The second party is not there. Like that, you will find out that all the event you will not find out two parties. Some of the event you will find out one party. Some of the event you will find out two parties. But all the transactions, there should be at least two parties. Number one. Number two, there should be made exchange of goods and services. दो जो पार्टी है वो दोनों पार्टी का अंदर एक्सचेंज होना चाहिए. What exchange? Exchange of goods, services or money. Not all three. Maybe all three. But at least two things should be exchanged. There may be goods and services, maybe services and money, maybe money and goods. If you are buying, you are getting the goods, you are giving the money, the goods and services, goods and money. If you are selling, there are also money and goods. If you are paying salary to the employee, that is services and money. So you will find out that there should be exchange between these two parties, the goods and services. And third one, it should be measured in terms of money. How much goods you have purchased, price of the goods, what is the market value or the cost price of the goods, how much you paid salary to the employee, amount, it should be measured in terms of money. It will be mentioned in these transactions or this event. It is not like that you sold goods. It is incomplete sentence. You sold goods of rupees 5,000. It is a complete sentence. So the event where these three conditions are satisfied, that event we will tell transactions. If out of these three, one is satisfied, two are not satisfied, it is not considered as a transaction. If two are satisfied, one is not satisfied, then also it is not said it is a transaction. But point number one, point number two and point number three, all three if it is satisfied, then only we will say it is a transaction. All three conditions should be satisfied. Now if I give the example so that you can understand that how which one is considered as an event and which one is considered as a transaction. कौन सा event है, कौन सा transaction है? we are not going to write the event. We are out of that event or out of this all event, which event is considered all three conditions are satisfied, that is called transactions, and that transactions we are going to write. That is called accounts. If I give the example so that you can understand what is called event or what is called transactions. Suppose mother loves her child, all of you know. Child also loves mother. Mother loves her child. This is event or transactions. First of all, it is event. It is a what? It is even. But whether it is a transaction or not, that we will try to set up in this case. Whether all three are satisfied or not. First one, there should be at least two parties that is satisfied. Because one is the mother and another is the child. The first condition is satisfied. Let me check the remaining two conditions. There should be exchange of goods and services or money. Suppose the loves are exchanged, pair. Mother loves, child also loves. Chalo, loves pair, that is exchange between these mothers and child. That also exchange. I consider it that loves also exchange between this mother and child. Second also, suppose if you think the second condition are satisfied, then come to the third point. It should be measured in terms of money. How much price or the cost of this pair or the love which mothers loves to her child. It is 100 rupees cost or 200 rupees cost or 300 rupees cost or more than that or less than that. Not possible to measure. Third condition is not satisfied. How much child loves her mother, is it possible that it will be measured in terms of money? Not possible. The third condition is not satisfied. For that, mother loves her child is not a transaction, but it is an event. Like that, if you think that businessmen purchase goods of rupees 5,000, that you find out, is it an event? Of course, it is an event, because all the work is event only. It is a work, so it is event. But whether it is a transaction or not, that only you have to check. You purchase goods of rupees 10,000, one is you and another is a seller. First condition are satisfied. Second conditions. You purchase goods of rupees 10,000, you got the goods, you have given the money. So that is goods and money exchange. And third one, the how much cost of the goods? 10,000. Third condition also satisfied. So it is measured in terms of money. So this is a event as well as the transaction. But when businessman is doing puja, that time two persons are not there. One is businessman only, and is God. First condition is not satisfied. Second condition, exchange. Maybe you are giving the agarbatti or the dipa, but what God has given, maybe it is not possible to see. God has given something to you. Ashirwad, chalo exchange ho gaya. My मान लिया second condition satisfied हो गया. What is the third condition? That what God has given or what you have given to the God, is it 5 rupees cost or 5 lakh rupees cost? Third condition is not satisfied. So it is not considered as a transaction. It is called as an event. So you come to know all the work. Businessman is buying and selling also event. Businessman is doing puja is also event. But all this work is considered as an event. But all these events are not transaction. Out of this certain event, few are transaction. Where these events, these three conditions are satisfied. So on the basis of that, one explain it, we can say that all transactions are events, but all events are not transactions. ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. Like that questions, you have to write that according to your own language, which way I explain to you. Once you read what is given in your book, and on the basis of that and what I told you, that you follow it. That is called all transactions are event, but all events are not transactions. Explain it. 3 marks questions may come. It is not given in your textbook. According to my own language, I explain it. That will follow. The next point, the point number 3. Point number 1 and point number 2, that I explained it. Now point number 3, what is given? capital. Let you know what is called capital. Is it clear to you that third point is called capital? Actually, capital का meaning is nothing. What you know, that is the general meaning. What the meaning is given in the dictionary, the meaning of the capital. But when 11th standard account students, commerce students, they will use the word capital, the meaning will be something different. That only I told you that you have to know the meaning of these terms which is used to keep the accounts in the viewpoint of the accountancy. Capital means one type of money. That only you come to know. So many things are given. Capital means assets also. Capital means goods also maybe. But I will not go in details now. How much you will be able to understand according to that, let me know. Or let me tell you. You will find out at your home, your mother or your father is keeping money in different places for different purpose. Certain money is kept for medical. Certain money is kept for the education for the sons and daughters. Certain money is kept for the household expense. Certain money is kept for another purpose. All are money. But it is called medical expense. We have given the term for health condition के लिए. This is for education purpose. This is for household purpose. This is also like that. Capital means name of certain money. What money? Which money? That let me explain so that you can understand it clearly. Suppose you decided that you are going to start a business after 2 months. Today you decided. Today you decided that you are going to start a business after 2 months. Once you have decided, then you will sit at your home, automatically business will start? Not possible. You have to come to the field. What you have to do? You have to collect the money if you do not have, first of all. You have to get the estimate. You have to calculate the estimate how much money it is required. Suppose you decided that it needs 5 lakhs. To start the business, it needs 5 lakhs. But at present, in your own pocket, you are having, suppose 3 lakhs. Own money. What will you do? You will take loan from bank or your friend. किसी को पास आपको बाहर से 2 लाख रुपया लोन लेना पड़ेगा, तो आपके पास है कितना? 3, चाहिए कितना? 5, 2 लाख बाहर से लेना है. All are money. 5 lakh also money, 3 lakh also money, 2 lakh also money. But which is called capital? This is called capital. This is not capital. This is not capital. What is the definition? Definition of the meaning of the capital? The money which is invested by the owner to his business from his own pocket. The money which is invested by the owner from his own pocket to his business is called capital. A word याद रखना है. By the owner to his business from his own pocket. He is having 3 lakhs in his own pocket. That 3 lakh he has given to the business. But he does not have 5 lakh. 2 lakh more it is required that he has taken from the bank. That is not, 2 lakh is not a capital. 2 lakh will be considered as another term which is called bank loan or loan from your friend or loan from somebody else. Here the meaning of the capital is 3 lakh. 3 lakh is considered as a capital. 2 lakh is considered as a loan. This 5 lakh which is coming 2 lakh plus 3 lakhs. So all this money is not called capital. The money which is invested by the owner to his business from his own pocket is called capital. So when I use the word capital, you should know the money which is taken from the bank or from his friend is not called capital. Capital means the money which is invested by the owner to his business for from his own pocket. It's called capital. Next point is coming, drawings. Drawings means it is not the drawings what you have learned from 7th standard, 8th standard or 5th standard. Draw a picture. The capital word you have learned or you have heard, the drawing word you have heard, but the meaning of drawing, meaning of capital which you know, that is not the exact meaning in terms of accounts. Before explaining the word drawing, the things, one point I want to explain, that is, sometimes it may happen the business and the owner of the business, these two things you should consider as a two different persons. Owner of the business obviously a human being, but business is not a human being. Business you should consider as an artificial person. Once again I want to tell you, sometimes there will be exchange between the you and business. You have given something to the business, business has given something to you. You will say, sir, how business will give? Business does not have the hand or legs or mouth. Business should be considered as a person, as an artificial person. If you consider business as an artificial person, then it will be easy for you to understand the remaining part. So, once again I want to tell you, so many times I will use the word business. You should consider the business is also a person. Sometimes exchange will take place between the business and you, owner of the business and business owner of the business. Drawing means the draw, how much you are taking. Here capital means to understand who is giving the money to him, the owner and business. The money has gone from owner to the business. Business has taken money from the owner and owner has given the money to the business. Sometimes it may happen when businessman they need some money to run his own family. Household expense. घर खर्चा के लिए उसको पैसा कम हो गया तो बिजनेस से पैसा थोड़ा लेना मांगता है. He wants to take money from the business for household expense. He can take, but question is there, how much he is taking, that should be noted down somewhere. It should be written. If it is not recorded, that your business accounts will not tally. So whatever you are doing, you are supposed to do. It is allowed to do, but it should be recorded. Now question is there, it is also one type of money. The money which owner has taken, when the owner has taken from his business for his household expense, is called drawing. When I told the definitions of the capital, now I am telling the definitions of the drawing. Drawing also one type of money, name of the one type of money. But what type of money? The money which owner has taken from business. This is the money which owner has given to the business. This is the opposite. Which money the owner has taken from the business for what? For not business purpose, but for household purpose, personal use. It's called drawing. The condition should be satisfied. Owner has to take, money should be taken from the business and its purpose should be personal use. The money which owner has taken for its personal use from the business is called drawing. The money which owner has given to the business from his own pocket is called capital. दोनों याद रखना है. The money which owner has given to the business from his own pocket, ये सब word याद होना चाहिए. Owner has given the money from his own pocket, it's called capital. The money which owner has taken from the business for his personal use is for his personal use, household expense, that is called drawing. If he is taking money from the business for business purpose, that will not be considered as a drawing. Clear to you? So, business transactions, that is business transaction and event, then capital and drawing. The fourth point number 1, 2, 3, 4, I explain it. Next video, I will explain in details the remaining point. You try to understand. I think if you do not understand, you can tell me. Okay? All the best. Bye.